Come in. Oh, hi, do come in. Yes. Finally going to get a bit Christmassy. Not that there are Christmas decorations in here, but I've got a nice glass of wine and preparations for more festivities. Look, you'll see, I've changed the pictures here slightly. I took down the Samuel Palmer. You may remember that I showed you a beautiful booklet of a poem called Quarantine Quatrains I'd written with these wonderful illustrations by Roger Wagner. Well, he's made a beautiful fine art print of them, and I've written out a verse of the poem, and this is my copy of it framed. And it's raising more money for the care workers charity. So we raised £5,500 through selling this. Remember this? This is this lovely thing with the illustrations individually. And now he's raising another £1,000 for them through that. So that's one thing, and I also moved some of the other ones so that, this is just to encourage me in my writing, so that I've got the quatrains there, and then over there I've got two Rebecca Marys on either side. That's Rebecca Mary's original painting for the cover of my book Sounding the Seasons, which came out in 2012, and this is the original artwork which I showed you before that will be the cover of my next poetry book, David's Crown. So it's kind of to encourage me that I've got those things. Anyway, that's something new in the whole room. Have a seat. Draw up a chair and pour yourself a glass. Now, the other day I read to you Sir John Betjeman's poem about the church in Aberdeen Park, St Saviour's. But I promised you that I'd read you the Christmas one, so I thought, well, let's have a little bit. We're still in waiting Advent, as he calls it. It's lovely. The bells of waiting Advent ring is how that poem starts. You'll know this one, and it's justly famous. It's got so many details and so many wonderful ways in which just the little details, but in the end it finishes with these great questions, these ringing eternal questions. And is it true? And is it true? That's wonderful. So, Christmas by John Betjeman. The bells of waiting Advent ring. The tortoise stove is lit again, and lamp oil light across the night has caught the streaks of winter rain. In many a stained glass window sheen, from crimson lake to hooker's green. The holly in the windy hedge, and round the manor house the yew will soon be stripped to deck the ledge, the altar, font and arch and pew, so that the villagers can say, the church looks nice on Christmas Day. Provincial public houses blaze, and corporation tramcars clang. On lighted tenements I gaze, where paper decorations hang, and bunting in the red town hall says, Merry Christmas to you all. And London shops on Christmas Eve are strung with silver bells and flowers, as hurrying clerks the city leave to pigeon-haunted classic towers, and marble clouds go scudding by the many-steepled London sky. And girls in slacks remember Dad, and oafish louts remember Mum, and sleepless children's hearts are glad, and Christmas morning bells say come, even to shining ones who dwell safe in the Dorchester Hotel. And is it true? And is it true, this most tremendous tale of all, seen in a stained glass window's hue, a baby in an ox's stall, the maker of the stars and sea, become a child on earth for me? And is it true? For if it is, no loving fingers tying strings around those tissued fripperies, the sweet and silly Christmas things, bath salts and inexpensive scent and hideous tie so kindly meant, No love that in a family dwells, no carolling in frosty air, nor all the steeple-shaking bells can with this single truth compare, that God was man in Palestine and lives today in bread and wine. I love that poem. And I guess we don't quite have the blazing pub windows and the throngs Christmas shopping and so it's a little bit more subfusk, a little more subdued, but it's good even so to remember these classic Christmas lines, and I hope they've put you in the Christmas spirit. I love the way it goes from the bells of waiting Advent down finally to the bells of Christmas morn. It's a beautiful poem. Thanks for dropping by.